video is a tough one, but I'm gonna post it anyway. I usually don't post these ones, but I'm gonna post this one. It was a little hectic, but in the end we got it done. I think it might help somebody out. Thanks for watching. Here we go. YouTube, back at it, baby. We got a 2012. Where we at? 2012 CRV. Got a bad starter on it. Thing got started. You know how we like to do it. I like to get straight to it. So I'm gonna get my little phone mount thing I got right here. Get you guys set up. Then we'll get right to it. But the starter's under the intake. We got to pull this intake off. It's a bunch of stuff we got to disconnect. Some vacuum lines, some might have to disconnect a coolant line for the throttle body, or I might not. I may be able to just sit the intake over to the side, but either way, the starter is under there. So let me pause this while I get set up. I think that's gonna be a nice view right there. It's gonna be a little shaky at times because what I have to use is what I have to use. That's all I have. Let me pause it again while I get a little more tools out. Okay, here we go. So that's what I got set up right there. Like I said, it's a little wobbly, but basically what we got here, we have some 12 millimeter nuts, and we have some 12 millimeter bolts for the intake. We have these hoses here. I'll probably just disconnect them right here and leave them on the intake itself. Then we have some electrical connectors. I usually just disconnect these two down here, these two connectors down here. You can't really see them, but you'll see them when I get them up. I usually disconnect those. I pull this out, pull the air duct off, and we zoom out some. What I'm gonna try to do is just pull the intake off and fold it over to the side where I can work down there. And also on the intake, way at the bottom down here, there's a bracket, and it's got I believe it's a 10 millimeter bolt that goes through all the way down. You want to make sure you get that out also. And let's just get to moving. I'll try to explain stuff as I go. Might be in the way, might not. Can we see that? Yeah, so I just took these hoses off here, vacuum lines. Then we had a cooler line on. We had a coolant line. It's got two coolant lines on it. I just took one off because it was kind of in the way for the throttle body. So I left the other one connected down there. I'm gonna leave this connected. We have these two electrical connectors down here that's going to have to be disconnected, and then we got that 10 millimeter bolt at the bottom, and then we'll start working on these 12 millimeter bolts at the top there. It's a bracket down here for these connectors. I feel like I'm gonna have to take off. I don't recall doing that in the back. That extension is too long. Let's try the wobble extension. I might just try from the bottom. Let me see. Got it out. There's a 12 down there. Trust me, it's down there. Now we're gonna work on this intake. I like to start from the outer and work my way in. So we should be able to just take it out now since I have those coolant lines disconnected. I'm going to disconnect this electrical connector for the throttle body, and then we have a vacuum hose back here. We got to get off. See if we can get it out now. Okay, we got it out. I mentioned them that it could be a O-rings for the gaskets, the intake gasket, and they might want to replace them, but they declined to replace anything else, so we're going to be popping these suckers back on, and they're going to hope for the best that it's good when we put it back together. So let me show you what we got down here. That took longer than I would have thought, but let me clean up these. That's the starter right there. So we have, I think it's a 17 millimeter in the back. It's some long, crazy bolt. It's gonna be stupid tight. I mean, you're gonna feel like you're gonna freaking break something. That's how they usually feel. I have not disconnected the battery, because I don't like to reset the system. And then on these Hondas, you got the code password crap for the radio and all that stupid junk. So I just be careful and mindful of the battery wire for the starter. That's, you can't see it from here, but it's under there. And then we got the start signal wire here that just pushes down and pops off. All right, got that. Kick that to the side. That's usually a 12, but I'm gonna wait till I get the starter broke free. Yeah, let's get this back up and get to working. There's let's see how we can get you guys set up to look down in there, maybe. You can kind of see something going on down there, right? So I'm gonna try to get this here wire harness off of this bracket so it gets out of my way. There's a little clip you gotta oh man, damn phone wasn't in good. Let's try that again. There's a clip under it you gotta push down on. The tab you gotta push down on. Then you can pry it forward like so. Alright. Okay, so let's see what size that's gonna be. I think it was a 17 up there and a 19 down below. Let's see, the bottom is, now it's gonna be a 18. No, they're both gonna be 17. No, this is a 17 here, and then this might be a 15 up here. It was two different sizes. It's been a while for me. It's been a while. Let's see. Okay, so this is that long ass boat looking, whatever it's for. It's 14 millimeter is what that is. I'm gonna get that put up to the side. I'm gonna try to get this bottom one broke now. Broke free. If I can get my ratchet in it. Now let me just that's the bottom one, and that's a 17. Get that put to the side. Let's get the starter rotated around to where we can see the battery wire, and that looks like a 12. So we're gonna hit it up with the 12, being careful not to arc off on anything, of course. Let's break it free. Get the nut off. Get the cable off. Make sure it's tucked to the side where it ain't gonna touch anything. Metal. You can even take a glove and put a glove over it. Alright. Get the starter pulled out. Let's bring you over here and look at some parts. So they did purchase a good brand, I should say, but it is remanufactured in the USA. So they say. It's a Bosch product, so they say. Let's compare it. And it looks the same to me. Let's go get this baby installed. Oh, sorry about that. Did I not read the part number off? Part number SR1352X. Bosch part number. Now let's go get her installed. Let's start the reversal of what we did to get it out. Right? I'm gonna reuse the old nut. It looks new, but I like these style nuts if it fits. I like these style because it's got the washer attached, the lock washer attached to the bottom of it where it don't fall off. You ain't gotta worry about funneling around with it to get it to work. So we'll get the starter in place here. Make sure it goes in. Yeah, it fits good. I forgot to take a picture for, or I could take a picture afterwards. Yeah. Let's take a picture here. If you wanna, a buddy of mine was wondering why the 2.4 Accord starter using the match. And take a picture inside here. Get this here locked back in. Let me show y'all this this bracket that's holding these cables on. This is what I was messing with. I was trying to get these off of this bracket, but I couldn't. Then I felt around, I felt this bolt that was right here, and that was bolted up to the intake. Right here. See where it's at? And then that bottom one I was telling you about, that's this bracket right there, the bottom of the intake. That's way down there. I had to get up under the vehicle to get that one loose, but it was doable. We got to make sure we get this vacuum hose put back on before we get that tidied up. And let me put you guys back in place here. know this video is a mess. I usually don't. I haven't been recording because I've been trying to get it over with, get paid, and get it on. And every time I record one and it turns out a mess like this, I decide at the end not to post it. So I think I'm gonna post this one. I think it's gonna help somebody out. I think it might get me another follower. So let's get back to it. Let's get this baby eased down in there like so. Hold it back. We're gonna get this vacuum hose put on. Get the hose clamp put back in place. So now we can get the intake set back in place. Get the two top nuts put on to hold it. So let's start it. Let's start with this. We're gonna start with the middle to work our way out. Oh, before I do this, let me get that bottom one in. I like to get everything in place before I actually tighten down. Now let's get everything tightened up. That's it. Hold the middle. Work your way out. One down here. Yep, that's the outermost. Can I hold it? Oh no, it's too long. Let's see. Short extension. Let's try it like that. Maybe. Okay. Let's get that bottom one tightened up. Okay. Can y'all see what I did right there? So what I did right here with this hose was I just put some, I got these needle nose vice grips. I keep some heat shrink on it. I know they make a tool for crimping these hoses so they don't leak fluid, but I don't have them. I had some, they broke. They was plastic, they broke. So that's what I use. I know it looks awkward down there, or it looks crazy with them vice grips sitting there, but that's what it is. So we'll get this hose put back on. All right, get the clamp pulled back up. Get the vice grips off. Get this plug back in. Oh, we can't forget that was a 10, right? Yeah, this was a 10mm. We can't forget the bracket that's holding these electrical connectors. Get that mounted back. What we got next? Let's fold this over. Get that locked in. And the two down below locked in. All right. Now what we got? This goes here. That goes there. Right, zoom you out a little bit, and let's come in with the air duct, intake duct. So we have this right here. This hose goes to there on the intake, on the valve cover. This hose here is going to go here. That's a coolant line going to a coolant pipe, and then this side here is going to hook up to there. Why they didn't just go from here to there, you know, I don't understand, but I'm not the engineer, you know. So we're going to get this locked in. I think that's all we wrote. Well, I still got y'all in place. I'm gonna move these tools and go try to start this thing. Let me just give it one more go over. Okay, everything looks good. Okay, let me go and Give her a crank. Everything seems to be running fine to me. I think we're gonna call that a wrap. I can get paid. Got a lot of leaves up here. That ain't my problem though. Let me get all my tools put away. And yeah, I usually don't post these frustrating, crazy videos, but I think I'm gonna post this one. Thanks for watching. Please like the video or dislike it. Subscribe to the channel. That'll help me out. As of right now, February 28th, 2024, I am still under 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching.